What is today?
Ekadashi.
Ekadashi. What to do on Ekadashi?
Maintenance of our body. Maintenance of to our body.
How?
Through Vrata.
What is that Vratam?
You should not eat rice. No, nothing.
Think about the Lord all
the time.
As much as possible. Pray God all the time.
Okay. It is said in scriptures, Ekadasya, on Ekadasi day, Ahoratram, day in and out, Kartavyam Bhojanatrayam. What is that? Kartavyam Bhojanatrayam. What does it mean? Every day you eat twice. Normal. Officially. Right? But on Ekadasi day, Kartavyam Bhojanatrayam. How nice it is. Bhojanatrayam means 3 bhojanas. You have to do. Every day should become an Ekadasi then. Yes? But our wise Acharya said, that is not the way to split the words, my friend. They said, Ekadasyam Ahoratram Bho Jana Bho Jana. Oh my fellow beings. Bhojana means not Bhojana. Bho Jana. Oh my fellow beings. Trayam Kartavyam. 3 activities should be done. What are those 3? What are those 3 activities? Number 1, keeping foods a bit away. And then keeping the mind in the presence of Lord, Sri Hari. And third, when you do so, automatically you are giving up your sleep. Nisi Jagaranamcha. You have to do first, keeping the mind at the lotus feet of Lord Sri Hari. When you keep your heart and mind at the feet of Lord, then what happens? You will be immersed in the divine qualities of the Lord, because Lord Sri Hari is having innumerable divine qualities, great qualities, always help Jeevas like us, always enrich our love and concern for Him. Such a kind of divine qualities He possesses always, the Lord Sri Hari. So fix up your mind and also your heart at His lotus feet. Then what happens? If your mind and heart is hooked to something, then suppose your mind and heart is hooked to a movie, then what happens? You are pretty much interested to watch a very, very recent movie which is probably received an Oscar ever. Something like that. Then what do? When you are watching that movie and somebody calls you, hey, come on, let us have dinner. What do you say then to them? Let us see later. No, don't disturb me. Yes or no? When you're seriously connected to the movie, do you want to disturb yourself? Do you want others to disturb you? Do you accept it? No. And you like a game so much, and the game is played. It's an international competition, and game is just another live telecast. And you are very, very curious to see that your team wins. What do you do then? You are hooked to the TV. And somebody calls you, hey, come on, let's have a cup of coffee. What do you say? Keep it aside. Don't distract me. Yes, sir? No? Will you be like that or not? When you are very much hooked to something that you like so much, do you want to be disturbed? You won't like it out. So what happens then? Though you have nice food in front of you, but the food automatically goes away from you. You don't give a room for that. Do you? No. Because you are seriously watching something and you are very much interested in that. Other things automatically go away from you, the food. Game is happening in India. Understand? Game is happening in India. It's like a cricket. And because it's happening in India, your time is midnight. You are very much serious that you want your country to win at any cost. And then you're watching it. And your mom calls you on and says, hey, it's 1 o'clock in the night, what are you doing there? Go to the bed. Do you go? Do you go or not? You don't want? Then? No problem, Mom. You say, and you keep watching that. You don't allow. Mom comes and she's mad and says, shut up. Do you allow it? No, don't do that. It is 1 o'clock and now it is 2 o'clock. Sleep for some time. What do you say? No problem, Mom. I'll take care of myself. Don't worry. Yes? Sleep goes on its own, away from you. Food goes on its own, away from you. Why? Your mind and heart are already occupied so much with a game or with something that's happening there on the screen or with something in front of you. And so you don't want to be attached to that. Yes or no? But I see like that. Yes or no? Yes. When you are so much hooked to something and other things go away, You are not forced to stop. You are not forced to stop sleep. You are not forced to stop your food. But they go away from you. Yes? Whenever they go on their own away from you, that is what we call Upanyasam. We call that Upanyasam. And when the sleep goes on its own away from you, that is what we call Jeeyar. If you are so much hooked to the lotus feet of God, and if your thoughts are always immersed in the divine qualities of the Lord, and you want to think of those qualities time and again, and you are not able to just come out of them, and the food goes automatically away from you, that is called Upanyasam. Understand? And when you are thinking of those qualities and you don't want to stop, you cannot come out of them, and the thought process goes on and on, though it is 12 o'clock in the night, 1 o'clock in the night, 2 o'clock in the night, 3 o'clock in the night, or 4 o'clock in the night, but still you feel like just watching, thinking and thinking, that becomes Jeeyar. Not keeping movies and stop sleeping. That is not Jeeyar. You thought so much and you are immersed in those things so much. So sleep went away from you. That is Jeeyar. So, though you think of God every day, but a day when your mind becomes really active, on that day, if you allow the mind to become more active, then it will be gaining good energy, and thus it will be able to guide the rest of your body and senses also with that energy. Is Ekadashi day. The 11th day from the new moon or full moon, Purnima or Amavasya. Both days, if you take from that day, the 11th day is called Ekadashi. So the impact of the moon will be so much on your mind on that day, on Ekadashi day. So if you allow the mind to function properly on that day, and it always helps. A day when it is gaining energy, you need to allow it to gain energy on its own, not imposing any pressures on that. Dropping something called food is applying a kind of pressure on the mind and senses and the body, because to digest that some energy should be focused on that, isn't it? If you want to digest your food you eat, I think your senses, your mind should go, and some energy must be utilized on that. Instead of diverting your energy off the mind to go on to the stomach and to other parts of the body and get wasted. See that it is focused towards the mind only. Reminding the mind only. Then it becomes strong. When it becomes strong, then senses also become strong. Senses become strong, then your body becomes strong. And when body becomes strong, you are able to do so much productive activities rather than activities with pain and stress. Ekadashi is such a day when you allow the mind to gain energy on its own. And for that, don't eat food. Because it is only the food, that takes tremendous amount of energy. One, to digest. Second, to add whatever the things that are to be added to that. And third, to distribute to the whole body. All energy goes away. Save that energy. Use it for your own self. Is what our scriptures recommended in observing what you call Upanyasam. On a regular basis, we eat a lot of food, isn't it? Is all that food is really needed for the real support of the body? How much of the quantity of the food you eat is really needed in a day? Maybe 1/4. Rest of the stuff we eat only to satisfy our tongue. A tongue having just 4 inches. Isn't it? All the tastes you are enjoying are really needed for your support? Or all they needed? Not really. All they are extra load we are imposing on our body, on our mind, on our senses. We go to airports in the midnight, say at 2 o'clock and sometimes at 3 o'clock, like that. My God, how much consumption of food at every corner. Some people are drinking, some people are chewing, some people are eating, some people are drinking. So many activities here at the time. When we get into the flight, right, normally, the person comes and says hi, and then he offers something. And then they take it. And after 1 hour, when he serves something, then they eat it. And after 3 more hours, again he wants to serve something, and again they eat it. And after another 3 hours, again they eat it. In between those gaps, again they start drinking and doing something. Are you already ate something in your home and then got into the flight? In home, your people did not leave any space for you because they are very, very cautious. You should be good, while reaching your destination. So they took all care in preparing delicious and nice, sumptuous food. And then, they fed you and you completed up to this. And still, when you are in the flight, when somebody offers something, as if you never know something to eat or drink, and then you take all of that and then start making. We saw one day that somebody was bringing something. The air, the person. And our people, they said, we don't want. The next person said, well, you say so, receive it, and then give it to me. He said, take it.
This.
And if you don't want to eat it, give it to me. Unless and why you're wasting the stuff. So, he took back home. And the king, when he got into the, he eats his own stuff. And he wants to eat your own stuff. And if it has something is also offered and he wants to eat that also. Do you think all these are necessary really for the support of the body? How many chocolates we consume? How many of you are habituated to drink coffee or chai or milk? How many?
All of us.
Is coffee necessary? Do we die without coffee? Huh? No? Then why to drink it? And even then, the home coffee is not good. Again, they have to go to Starbucks. Is it really good? Is it really necessary? How much money goes like that for the things which are really needed? So basically the requirement is very less. And because birds, they take whatever is needed, so they are so light and are able to just fly across the skies. Are we able to do that? So what I mean to say, be hooked to God and start thinking of His divine qualities. On a day when your mind is so active and able to gain energy, give only such kind of stuff to the mind by which it really able to gain good knowledge and good energy and good abilities. Other things keep away. This is what our great rishis recommended us to follow. That is what we call Upanyasam. Upa, nearby, Vasa, staying. Stay with which that helps you a lot. They have divine qualities of Lord. Stay with them and be with them. That becomes Upanyasam. And when you observe Upanyasam, and if you really understand the divine qualities of Lord, I think you will be really thrilled. I'd like to tell you one quality of Rama. One quality of Rama. Every day, Rama used to go, after the breakfast is over, he used to go on his chariot around his kingdom. And if he finds it's somebody's home, just fixed a few mango leaves and just doing some small functions. And then, what's happening here? Stopped his chariot and got into the home, and they were thrilled. They never expected that Rama is going to, be the guest on the day, because they are celebrating the first birthday of their baby. The first birthday of their baby. So they tied up some mango leaves and just decorated everything in way they like, or they are having it with them, and then started performing, like saying some nice words and stuff like that. Rama saw that, stopped it there. What? In my kingdom? First day anniversary, annual celebration? Is this way to celebrate? No. Then immediately he used to send his people to his palace and bring all the Somali people and bring all the Mridangam people and bring all the poets and bring all the Vedic scholars so that they can give some blessings to this guy and invite all the cooks and let them prepare some delicious foods and sweets and hots, and then invite all the people who are neighbors and let's celebrate it here. He used to be there with them till the function is over, as if he celebrates his own son's birthday. Rama used to sit with them and celebrate the whole stuff, distribute all the sweets to all of them, and send all of them with all joy, with gifts and stuff like that. And then at the end, he used to eat something and go back to palace. Utsaveshu cha sarveshu piteva paritushyate. Piteva paritushyate. As the father feels happy, thus he used to feel happy by celebrating the functions of the people. Is it a good quality or not? What a nice quality. That is the reason why people love Rama so much. When there is some pain, they may forget. But Rama used to remember all that. And then he used to feel sorry for that person having such a kind of pain. In one home, there is a road across in front of the home, there is a road. Other side of the road there is a small lake, and there is no proper fencing constructed. And then what happened one day, a small boy of that home just went out, and while playing, he fell in the water, and of course he was brought out and he was okay. Those people forgot that the boy fell in the water and suffered a little bit. But Rama used to remember that incident always. Immediately he used to attend on that by constructing a fencing to the small lake and protecting the area very well. Still, even after 1 year, when he used to pass by that area, then he used to remember that, in this house now, that day, some painful incident happened. My God, how much they are suffering now. Now they are not suffering. They already forgot it. People of the home already forgot that incident. And they are ready to go to the movie. But Rama never forget that. He used to stop there, go into the room and say, how much pain you encountered that day. How much suffering you are going through on those days. I'm very, very sorry for the negligence that we are not able to provide the fencing, before the incident. Thinking that he used to feel pain. But they are ready to go to the movie. Right? Meanwhile, Rama has come. Then they used to console him. Don't Rama cry. No, that's okay. Something happened. Okay. After all, this is world, we are with some karma. It has to happen. Doesn't matter, Rama. Don't worry, please. They have to console Rama, drop him back home, and then they have to go to their regular activities. What a kind of quality you call it? Concern for others. With Rama was so much in his kingdom. Whether it is a joyful activity or a sorrowful activity, he used to become a part of the family and then share them. Is it a good quality? Is it something we can also adopt?
Yes.
This is how you need to look into the divine qualities of the Lord. The more you look into, the more you feel unspeakable joy, immense joy, and that takes you. And then forgetting food, forgetting sleep, that is upavasa and that is Jeeyar. If the food goes on its own away from you, that's upavasa. If the sleep goes on its own away from you, that is Jagarana. Tomorrow is Ekadashi. If Ekadashi is coming tomorrow, from today onwards we become weak. So we ate today food. But thinking that tomorrow the Ekadashi is coming, Ekadashi, mom is not going to cook anything. Then from today onwards we become half. And all through the Ekadashi, thinking of the food, he spends the whole day with the food. Instead of being like that, eating is always better. Isn't it true? Because every day you are eating and not thinking of food. You are focusing on other activities. But on Ekadashi, stopping food, you are totally dwelling on the food only. Right? That is not a good idea. So, with the love and with affection, if the things happen, that is what real Ekadashi is all about. But sometimes, it's the bodily thing that may not allow you, just to give that food in total. And if that's the case, okay, you have to respect the body, the system, anyway. So give something so that it will be able to, stand on its own. A little food, whatever is needed. So they recommended the food that is adjusted in between these fingers called Mruga Mudra. Have his hand seen now? Like a deer face, isn't it? So this is called Mruga. Mruga means deer. Mudra is keeping your hand like that. So whatever that is adjusted in Mruga Mudra, take that. So you have to take this much of the prasadam that is offered to the Lord and then be happy. Swami, I'm just, not able to survive like that because my body doesn't permit me. Don't worry. But don't change the mudra. Expand the shape of the mudra. So, that is how just you can adjust. So that, the Mruga Mudra will be there anyway, even with the size. So, and actually, the scriptures say, on Ekadashi day, all the sins are landing on the rice. Annam asritya tishtanti. All the papas are resting on the rice, on the food. So, better to be away for the day. And that's the reason they change the food on that day. Whatever the food you take on a regular basis, change that on that day so that you won't be able to take, in a normal way. At least you reduce it to a small extent. Even that's also good. If possible, be on liquids. If it is possible. If it's not possible, take something other than the regular food you take. Even if that's also not possible, then just break the rice. Break the rice. That means make it flour and then just prepare something and you can eat. So this is what recommended by our rishis. And today is that Ekadashi. It's a happy day. We are graced by the Lord to be here in Sriman Nasraj Gari house, and he is offering us all today Ekadashi. But for the sake of devotees, he is preparing Ekadashi prasadam. So I'm so happy, And today, probably evening, we're all going to assemble at some XY place. They announce the place where it is exactly going to happen. And the time, etc. also they will announce. And let's all join again in the evening. Not yet Ekadashi and then let's go for the next activity. Jai Shri.
Jai Shri.